Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
Oh, and the clowns. We're fishing for clowns today. They're very, very angry that Russell T Davies, progressive Doctor Who showrunner Russell T Davies, is considering giving a role to Helena Bonham Carter. Which, okay, fine, but she defended J.K. Rowling a few months ago, and Twitter/X hasn't forgotten or forgiven her for that. So now they're coming after Russell T Davies. My God, this is beautiful.
I mean, it's like you alienate your original core audience.
Yes.
Call them names if they don't like what you're doing, not because necessarily they are racist, but you're going to use that as a shield, which is somehow worse. And now the people that you've gone after, that's the new fans you wanted, they're pissed at you for being racisty and now hiring her.
Yeah, so wow, this isn't going the way you thought.
That's Disney, how that goes with Star Wars.
Yeah, well, I think we're going to see it with Doctor Who. We're going to try so hard to be progressive that we're actually going to piss off everybody. And then you're going to look like a fool. And that's kind of what happened with the bi-generation. For those of you who don't know, Doctor Who didn't actually regenerate. David Tennant didn't regenerate into Ncuti Gatwa. We have David Tennant and Ncuti Gatwa together. He split like an amoeba, which is freaking weird. So now the progressive audience they've been courting, the ones that were like, hey, wheelchairs are problematic. We can't have the villains in the wheelchair and all that stuff. And make sure that you lecture the doctor on his pronouns, right? Even though the doctor just got done being a woman. Lecture the doctor on his pronoun usage. So those people now are kind of turning on the showrunners or on Doctor Who because they're like, hey, Ncuti Gatwa is like a spin-off doctor. He's not like a proper doctor. And oh my God, you're going to hire Helena Bonham Carter? Oh my God, you bigot. Mm-hmm. This is going to be glorious. Get some popcorn. Get some popcorn. We're going to talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. You get woohoo you do.
Woohoo!
Go out to shopclownfish.com. You can pick up a copy of Crimson Wren Volume 1 and also previously on Clownfish TV. These are full-color printed, in-hand graphic novels. If you missed our Indiegogo and Kickstarter campaigns, you can pick up another chance to pick those up. So Geeky is furiously packing.
I am. I try to get them out within a day or two.
Try to, yeah. So you're definitely probably, unless you're very, very close, not going to get them in time for Christmas. But, we'd appreciate the support either way. So check that out, shopclownfish.com. So, yeah, I got to give a hat tip to Master of the TDS on Twitter. And we'll go out to his tweet compilation here. Okay. This is the salt. This is people being pissed off. Because if you don't remember, and most people forgot because it wasn't really that big of a deal, Helena Bonham Carter went to bat for J.K. Rowling and Johnny Depp because she knows both of them very well. And she's like, yeah, I'm kind of sick of cancel culture. Like, people can say whatever they want to say, and you don't have to agree with everybody on everything. But like, could we not cancel people for just speaking their minds, right? So anyway, she's in the crosshairs. How very dare she? How very dare she? How very dare she? It's so weird because all the Slytherins are coming out to defend J.K. Rowling. See? We had Ralph Fiennes. We have Helena Bonham Carter. We had Malfoy was kind of defending her. And you know what I'm saying? But so they're talking about how she was supposed to get a role on Doctor Who before with Russell T Davies. He felt that it wasn't right for her because it was too small of a role for someone of her stature. But he says, when you get down here, so could Carter be making an appearance in Doctor Who now that Davies is back at the helm of the show? Well, Davies continues, I know what's coming up in the future. I know there's a better part coming. And it seems as though Helena Bonham Carter is all too keen, saying, of course, I'd do anything. So it sounds to me like he's already planning to bring her back. He wanted to have her on the original run, but he didn't think the role was big enough. He won't
now because everybody's losing their shit and then be like, well, see, I never was anyway. I was just joking. So.
I don't know, guys. So this is the thing, when they say that Twitter is not the real world, Twitter is not actually the real world. I think it's starting to come out that, look, like J.K. Rowling is totally not canceled. Hogwarts Legacy is one of the best selling games of the year. They're talking Universal. They're going to build a park in the UK.
Yes, now. They're looking into it. It's a potential park, but they bought a bunch of land in Great Britain and they're probably going to do Universal Studios Great Britain. And I bet you money it's going to be focused heavily on Harry Potter.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to be focused heavily on Harry Potter. They're bringing, Harry Potter back to HBO Max if HBO still exists by the time they
Yeah,
get around to
I know,
doing it. Who knows what's going on? But like, she's definitely not canceled, guys. You know, whatever you think. But let's go out to Twitter, you know, where all the normal people live. And again, hat tip to Master of the TDS who put these tweets out there. This is the first time I've looked at them. So this is the Radio Times saying there's a better role coming for, right? So we got some here. Let's just hire Jinx again. At least we know they're not transphobic. Why is he hiring a transphobe? WTF. All the stuff in the special, that being proud of being a woman line, and then you cast a transphobe and a Depp supporter. This better not be true. This is kind of funny, isn't it? I think it's kind of funny.
Russell T. Davies about to enter his pissing me off era. Oh, get in line, Buck. Doctor, you can't be the safe space you want it to be if you go around hiring your transphobic abuse apologist friends, can it, Russell?
She's literally transphobic, Russell. WTF. This sounds like the same person with like 50 different alt accounts.
It really does.
If this is true, then fuck this era. Oh my God. So nobody's gonna be happy with this era of Doctor Who.
This reminds me of Star Wars. So we had The Force Awakens, and then you set up all this stuff, which we're going to talk about this in another video. And then you had Rian Johnson with The Last Jedi. And at that point, he basically completely ruined it. And so they made fun of all the old school fans for this new generation of fans where anybody can be a Jedi. And then their answer to that, which was a lot of the journos, and then their answer to that was to try to win back the old fans by doing a reverse course on Rise of Skywalker. And then you just pissed everybody off and had nobody. That's basically what you're doing.
So here we go again. Man, he's got a lot of receipts here. Aside from her being a terrible person, this is generally a boring creative decision given she's appeared in every fantasy sci-fi thing ever. That is a fair criticism. Russell, no, I can't have Depp stands coming to this fandom.
Here's the thing, though. People have been fans of the show before. And you know what? These people have been fans of the show longer than half these little shits have been born. They can't even use capitalization. So I know they're Gen Zs. And I'm like, so you weren't even born when this stuff was going on.
Yeah, right. All the progressive turns you're taking with the show, Russell, is starting to look very performative. What? What? You mean they don't actually care? It's all just for show because they're trying to land. They even said they're trying to get a Gen Z audience on board. They got marketing people working on Doctor Who now to make it appeal to Gen Z for the Disney Plus crowd. They got a whole like market. I did the video the other day. You weren't in that one, but they talked about how they were trying to appeal to Gen Z. Oh.
Well, obviously. And then half of these people are because they don't know how punctuation means. So which side are you on, Russell? Or here, Helena Bonham Carter is a TERF who said J.K. Rowling is transphobic was a horrendous load of bollocks. An abusive apologist said Depp is completely vindicated. Well, he was. And the Amber Heard was jumping on the bandwagon, which they proved. A Tory who's best mates with David Cameron. No thanks. Dick says, go to bed, old man.
Oh.
Why are you waiting there for him, Dick?
Dick's waiting for you. She's literally a J.K. Rowling supporter. So this is like the worst case scenario for them, right? J.K. Rowling and Johnny Depp all in one. What am I supposed to do with this information? Tune out, just like everybody else. Let this show fall on its face because it's just like, I don't even know who this show is for at this point. Y'all were congratulating Russell T. Davies for trans rights on the 60th special and saying he's amazing because he's part of the LGBT plus community. Well, he's literally inviting a transphobic actress to Doctor Who. Ha ha. This would be a true disappointment. If you're going to claim to support trans people, then you can't hire transphobes. Do a special with Doctor Who is very vocal in the support of trans people, and your next move is to invite a raging TERF.
I think it was David Tennant who was vocal, but yeah.
Oh, okay, with David Tennant.
Binary, non-binary, well, now cast a TERF, timey-wimey. I was like, I just want to say to all you, cry harder and fuck you.
I love that, though. Binary, non-binary, I don't know. Cast a TERF, timey-wimey. This would be a pretty colossal disappointment if true. I'd really hope that Russell wouldn't compromise the values.
He won't now because these little-minded, bigoted shits said something.
Oh boy!
We don't have to read all of them. You get the gist.
Yeah, I'm looking for any after the Starbies being. Oh, this is the most Twitter reply ever. After the Starbies being super trans positive. Yikes!
Yeah, all lowercase letters, no punctuation. Shocker. It's like, you know what? Cry harder, I guess. I don't know what to tell you. What you tell everybody else. It's what you told the old fans when they're like, this doesn't make any sense. Well, that's because you're a bigot. Cry harder. I guess you're just going to have to, cry harder. I don't know what to tell you. It's probably not going to put her in now because they're raising hell. But it's funny because they made the doctor black and tried to say, well, people were mad about it when mostly people weren't complaining about that. And then all these outlets are coming out with their journalists saying, well, it's racist of you because he's not actually the doctor. And that's racist because you're keeping David Tennant as a backup. And now the other people that were like, oh, yay, trans rights. Now you just pissed them off too.
Yes.
You lectured your old audience about pronoun usage for trans rights that if you hire her, they're claiming is going to be completely wiped clean of any goodwill you've earned because you hired a transphobe. When she isn't, she just said J.K. Rowling's allowed to say what she wants to say, and Johnny Depp's innocent, which he was proven in court.
Yeah, she said she thought it was horrendous the way that he was dragged and he had to prove himself. Yeah, I mean, I think it's appropriate because we've seen this happen so many times. Like I said, Doctor Who is behind the curve. Everybody else has already gone through this where they basically realize like, oh yeah, we got this new super progressive audience and oh my God, we can never make them happy.
Well, they
never make them happy.
If they like Amber Heard so much, they can just keep sitting in shit because that's what this is.
So we have a video coming up about that, by the way. Not sitting in shit, but Aquaman 2 not going to do very well. But there we go, guys. Doctor Who pissing people off left and right, literally. And I'm here for it because you know what? I don't know who the show's for anymore.
Maybe if you just make good shows that are focused on good characterization and good storytelling instead of trying to pander, you wouldn't get yourself painted into a corner like this. But that's just common sense.
I don't know. Moffat seemed to have a right idea. He was like, hey, I realize that people who don't agree with me politically watch this show too, so they basically can't go too far, But Russell T Davies, man, he's wearing it on his sleeve.
He's been making fun of everybody. Ha ha, you're all bigots. Ha ha. And now they're calling you a bigot, Davies.
Wow.
Doesn't make it true, no, but they're still calling you that.
Well,
so
now.
I guess you better do what they want because, that's what you told us to do.
Well, here's the thing. He's just gay. That's not good enough anymore. He needs to be gay plus ultra, and you're just old hat, man. You need to get out of the way. You're just an old man. You need to get out of the way and let all the young people take over this show. But I don't think anybody's going to watch it. I'm going to be honest. After Tennant's out, I think it's going to drop off a freaking cliff. We're going to wrap this up. Mm-hmm. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye.